Welcome back to Drinks and Chill. My name is Gio. This is Matt. And today we are going to be trying
Glenmorangie, the Quinta Ruban.
the Quinta Ruban. How come it's not Quinta? Isn't it the same way as spelling Quinta?
Oh yeah, like La Quinta, the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Quinta Ruban, aged 14 years.
Yep. And
Happy birthday, Gio.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Today, the day we're filming this, is actually his birthday.
Yes.
So, but by the time you see this, it will have, it'll have been a long time ago, and he'll be a lot older.
Just 2 weeks older.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, this one is actually a gift from this guy.
You're welcome. I hope you like it.
I hope so too. This one is in ruby port cask. So that's going to be something different because I don't know the difference between other port casks.
Yeah, I don't know either, to be honest. Like, I don't know the difference between ruby port and just other port.
Is there like emerald port?
I don't know. Or like sapphire port. I doubt it.
Gold port? Where are the other Pokemon games?
Sword port, shield port.
Thinking about more like color, but yeah, sword port.
Oh, well, you just asked what are the other Pokemon games. You didn't ask what are the other colors.
I was like more like thinking like color ones.
Red,
Red,
blue.
blue port. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up.
Yes, I've been waiting for you to open it because I don't want to open it.
Ooh, this bottle looks fancy.
Yeah?
There's even a lid inside a lid.
Oh, that's how you know it's fancy, when you open the lid and there's another lid. Dun dun dun.
Ooh, that's a good color.
Oh, yeah. I wonder why it's that color. I wonder if it's from the port or if it's from a little, like,
Little drops of color. This looks like a wine bottle.
right? It looks really nice.
So let's go ahead and open this up and you can say the little history behind it.
I don't know the history behind this. It's from Glenmorangie. That's a distillery. It was finished in port casks, ruby port casks, as a matter of fact. It's a particular ABV because it does contain alcohol, and it's from Glenmorangie. Oh, and there's a 14 on it. It's 14 years old.
Ooh, another 46.
It's a single malt. It's a scotch. We said at the end of last year that this was probably going to be a scotch heavy year, 2023. And it's kind of shaping up that way so far.
Yep.
I think we've only had 2 non-scotch reviews this year.
That's a weird one. There we go.
That was better.
That's an interesting smell.
So we're just coming off the Springbank 10, and I feel like this smell isn't quite as heavy as that one.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a completely different kind of scotch, but still. It almost has like a bourbon smell going on.
It does. It's like a bourbon mixed with wine.
Yeah. Well, it was aged in bourbon barrels and finished in wine barrel.
Oh.
Look at you just calling that out.
Yeah. There's a hint of like caramel and vanilla.
Yeah. I'm getting the wood to come through. Dare I say a licorice?
I'm getting that licorice. It smells a little bit heavier.
Yeah, the smell's kind of coming through a little bit more. It took a while to get there, but it's there now. I feel like I picked up a cherry that time. I just got a little hint of the vanilla wafer smell that I have gotten a few times, but I feel like usually that's in bourbons. I feel like this is very bourbony. It's very bourbony scotch. I'll give it 5.1.
5.1?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it 5.4.
Okay.
I like it. That's really light.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like a bourbon. It's a little sweet.
I'm getting that sweetness. Kind of like frosting.
Yeah, like a kind of like a light whipped frosting.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little perfumey on the taste for me. There's some savory kind of qualities to it too.
Compared to the other ones we have, so like when you first drink it, you like kind of have it in your mouth.
I get the licorice on the taste.
You can get like different flavors. With this one, most of the flavors I'm getting is like the after.
Mm-hmm. The taste is kind of like the smell, because each time I taste it, I feel like I'm picking up on a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like you were talking about before, you kind of have to scavenger hunt your way through this one. Like each sip is going to be a little something different. which is actually kind of neat. I think this is one that if you have like a single sip of it, you'll be like, nah. But after you have a couple sips, you're like, nah.
So it's light. I'm getting some that whipped creamness to it. I'm also getting some caramel to it. But a little bit of sharpness, but nothing's gonna last long.
No. It's not overly sweet though. I feel like it does have a lot of like wine characteristics. Like that dark fruit that you get from wine is there kind of at the front of the palate. Wine sort of has like a certain taste. Like I've always felt like whenever you drink wine, you get that sharpness at the front of the palate, and that's where I'm getting it more so here. I know you said you were getting a little bit at the back, but for me, I think I'm getting it more at the front. It kind of evolves with each sip. I'm gonna just up it just slightly to a 5.2 on the taste.
And that's where I'll stand too, 5.2 for the taste.
Okay. Now on the finish,
pretty consistent with the lightness.
there's definitely things going on in the finish, but I'm just having a hard time identifying what it is. It's got something. I think it's just more that dark fruit, the dark fruit notes I'm getting on the
wine.
I think that's where the port finish is sort of coming in a lot for me, like at the very front of the palate and then on the finish. I think it's where I noticed that the most. It's an interesting finish. I'd say it's at least worth a 2.1 on the finish.
I'll give it 2.
Last but not least, the look of the bottle. I mean,
I like that wine bottle look to it.
I like the shape of the bottle a lot. It's really like classy looking. Like
especially how like it flares out at the bottom. I like that.
And then it's got the emboss or whatever you call this down here.
That 3D effect.
Yeah, the 3D-ness.
So here it basically says a bold and velvety whiskey. Velvety. That's a word we should have used.
I could see that, velvety.
Our Quinta Ruban port cast finish brings chocolate boldness. We did get that chocolateness. On Glenmorangie's re-owned smooth style, savored by many for its intense depth, this whiskey is enjoyed throughout the world. And then on the box, which I gotta stop myself from saying, so it basically says bourbon cask, our signature spirit, distilled in Scotland's tallest stills, is aged first in bourbon cask for smooth, fruity notes. We then finished this single malt whiskey in ruby port cask to create chocolate boldness and velvety depth. For the port cask, this whiskey offers a nose of rose-scented Turkish delight, honeysuckle, tangerines. You know what? I think I got that citrusness to it. A soft velvety texture leads to taste of berries and nutmeg, entwined with mint chocolate and Seville orange.
A while back we did a video on which Glenmorangie is the best, where we compared the original with the La Santa, the Nectar d'Or, and the Quinta Ruban 12-year. This one, as you can see, is the Quinta Ruban 14-year. I don't even think they do the 12-year anymore. And we got this little kit. I don't know if you remember going through this kit in a video a while back that we did last year. But this is the Quinta Ruban 12-year.
Ooh, okay.
Did you want to do a quick compare and contrast?
Sure.
So we've got a cute little 12-year-old bottle here. Or a bottle of the 12-year. That sounded weird.
Got a little 12-year-old here. Just FBI.
Right. All right, so I've got the 12 on the left and the 14 on the right.
Okay, and 14 on the left and 12 on the right.
Okay, so 12 on the inside, basically.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, right off the bat, comparing with the 12-year-old, I like the 14-year-old a lot more.
Yeah. I feel like the 12-year-old is a little bit sharper on the smell. Whereas the 12-year, or the 14 is a little bit more rounded off. Maybe even a little bit more creamy, I would say.
Oh, this is such a good idea, because this makes me like the 14-year-old so much more.
Yeah.
It smells so much nicer. I think I rated this one pretty good too, from what I don't remember.
Well, we didn't actually rate them. We just kind of put them in order. I'm trying to remember where this one fell in our order. I really don't remember. All right, we both have the pink one in our bottom two.
Okay.
So go ahead and let's see what the pink one is.
All right. The pink one is going to be the Quinta Ruban.
Oh, okay. Your least favorite, my third to least favorite, was the Quinta Ruban. This is a 12-year-old single malt. Yeah, the 14 is much better. So I think the more recent versions of this little box kit do have the 14-year, but this one was purchased a while ago. I feel like I got it on sale, and maybe that's why it was on sale, because the 14
They're just being, I don't want to say discontinued, but just
like updated.
no longer available.
Yeah, maybe. But I remember really liking all four of those when we tried them, and I remember it was tough to put them in order, just because, to me at least, they were all very good. But yeah, on the look, I really like the way this bottle looks. The green, you can see the other one, the 12-year was black, which honestly I might like this look a little bit better. Just the color scheme of it at least. Mm-hmm. But this is still really nice. It looks real classic. The shape of the bottle really does it for me.
Yeah.
I think on the look I gave it like a 2.5.
I like a 2.6. I do really like the color scheme. I like the color scheme. I also like I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little, this guy will take a picture of it and show it on. I don't know, that weavy thing?
The what thing?
Weave?
Oh, weave, yeah.
What did you thought I said?
I thought you said wee-wee.
What? It's a weavy.
Oh, I thought you said it has that wee-wee thing. I'm like, what?
It's enough for you.
Yeah, trying the 12 makes me appreciate the 14 a lot more. Not that the 12 is bad, but the 14 just kind of kicked it up a notch.
Mm-hmm. It's not because of the, like what I read on the box, but it really has that boldness. Mm-hmm. Like comparing with this one. Yeah. Like even after I read it and I tried this one, it's still, I couldn't really see it. Mm-hmm. And then after this one, yeah, that boldness is really there. I like it. Great pick, Matt.
Well, I'm glad you like it since it was a birthday gift. Anyway, our total scores will be right here so that you can see where this bottle compares with some of the others that we've tried. Yeah, this has been our review of the Glenmorangie, the Quinta Ruban 14-year. So let us know down in the comments if you've had the 14 and the 12, which one you like best, and also just what is your favorite Glenmorangie.
And we'll see if we have it. If we don't, we'll see if we can pick it up.
Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we post a video, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. We gotta add it to the infinity bottle, guys. Man, that's how like out of practice we are. We're just like we're not adding these anymore.
Oh my gosh. I was about to just pour it in there. I'm like, it's not filling up. All right, Glenmorangie, the Quinta Ruban, 14-year. It's been added.
Yeah.